perhaps has the greatest potential in the squad. He's a really good footballer and popular in the dressing room. He's a cool guy. We need good footballers. Lazio President Claudio Lotito has taken the step of launching a petition in the Italian Senate calling for the FIGC President Gabriele Gravina to resign in the fallout from Italy's devastating World Cup playoff final defeat to Bosnia and Herzegovina on penalties. According to Football Italia, the Lazio president and Forza Italia senator is using his political platform to apply pressure on Gravina, who has so far given no indication that he intends to step down, despite overseeing a third consecutive failure to qualify for the World Cup. Italy drew 1-1 after 90 minutes in Zanika, with Alexandro Bastoni's red card in the first half, leaving the Azzurri with 10 men for the vast majority of the match. No goals in extra time saw the tie go to penalties, where Italy were ultimately eliminated. The political pressure on Gravina is now considerable. The sport minister has already publicly called on him to resign, and the FIGC president has convened an emergency meeting for tomorrow afternoon in Rome, bringing together representatives from Serie A, Serie B, Serie C, the amateur leagues, coaches and players association to assess the situation ahead of a full federal council meeting next week. They have announced the biggest pre-tax loss in Premier League history. The £262 million deficit for 2024-2025 eclipses the £197.5 million lost by Manchester City in 2011. It comes despite Chelsea bringing in £490.9 million in revenue, which the club says is the second highest in their history. In 2024-25, the Blues won the UEFA Conference League and the Club World Cup and finished fourth in the Premier League. The club insists to remain compliant with financial regulations such as Profit and Sustainability Rules (PSR), which allow losses of £105 billion over 3 years. Figures used to calculate these are different to the pure pre-tax loss. Chelsea have spent more than £1 billion on players since Bluco took over in 2022, signing a raft of younger players on long-term contract. UEFA fined the club £26.7 million at the start of the season for breaching squad cost ratio rules, and is also monitoring them over a 3-year period. Premier League clubs made payment of £460 million to agents over the past year, a 13% increase on the previous 12 months. It covers payments made by clubs to agents registered with the Football Association involving a player, coach or club, including transfer and contract between February 2025 and February 2026. Chelsea, who paid out £65.1 million, were the highest spenders for the third consecutive year. On Wednesday, the West London club announced the biggest pre-tax loss in Premier League history, the £262 million deficit for 2024-25, atop that of Manchester City in 2011, which was £197.5 million. The Blues partly attributed this year's figure to recording the highest number of player sales in Premier League history. Liverpool's British record signing Alex Isak will return to first-team training tomorrow for the first time since he broke his ankle. The £125 million striker, who has been out since December, underwent surgery after he was injured while scoring in the win at Tottenham. Liverpool boss Arne Slot says Isak is set for a step forward in his recovery as he aims to return for the running, with his side fighting for a top-5 spot as well as the Champions League and the FA Cup. He said, "I think Alex is in a really good place because Sweden qualified for the World Cup yesterday evening, and apart from that, he's going to train with the group again for the first time tomorrow, which is on Thursday. If you've worked so hard for 3-4 months or something like that, and then to return to team training, that's for everyone very nice." So Alex is in that sense and in a good place. Barcelona superstar Lamine Yamal said he resisted chants during Spain's goalless draw with Egypt in Barcelona on Tuesday were disrespectful and intolerable. Police in Spain are investigating Islamophobic and xenophobic chants heard during the first half of the friendly at the RCD Stadium in Barcelona. At halftime, message warning fans against xenophobic remarks rang through the stadium at halftime in the game on Tuesday. And sign-in was displayed on the screen at the stadium. The message was repeated and in the second half, leading to whistles from some sections of the crowd. Lamine, who is 18, was making his 26th appearance for Spain and played a key role in helping his nation with the European Championship in 2024. He said football is for enjoying and cheering, not for disrespecting who they are or what they believe. In the NBA, Luka Doncic broke NBA great Kobe Bryant's 20-year record for most points scored by Los Angeles Lakers player in a calendar month as they overcame the Cleveland Cavaliers 127 to 113 points. Doncic returned after a one-game suspension for picking up his 16th technical foul, scored 42 points to take his tally to 500 and to take his tally to 578, which had stood since 2006. "If you don't win, it doesn't really mean anything," said Doncic after the Lakers secured a 15th victory in 17 games. Last month, Doncic became the first player since Bryant to score 60 points in a game for Los Angeles Lakers when they beat the Miami Heat. The NBA has received several billion-dollar bids for teams in the proposed European League, according to BBC. Initial plan for NBA Europe are for 10 to 12 franchises that would stay in the league on an annual basis. It is understood multiple bids have come and there's been a lot of interest for them to be part of the game. It is understood that multiple bids worth between $500 million and $1 billion have been made, while there are also several above the billion-dollar mark. Europe's best teams currently compete in the EuroLeague, which was started by basketball's international governing body FIBA, but has been run by EuroLeague basketball since 2000. Mark Tatum, the NBA's deputy commissioner and chief operating officer, said the NBA had received significant interest from a range of prospective teams. And finally tonight, Tiger Woods will miss the Masters following his decision to take a break from golf following his car crash. Augusta National Chairman Fred Riley has confirmed. Woods revealed on Tuesday that he was stepping away for a period of time in order to seek treatment after the incident in Florida last Friday that led to him being charged with driving under the influence. He has pleaded not guilty but admitted to looking at his phone moment before the crash, with the police report stating Woods had two hydrocodone pills and upwards used to treat severe pain in his pocket after being searched. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next. Alright, welcome back. This is Open Sport Night 4.5 Open Radio. Victor joins tonight. Good evening to you, Victor.
Hi, Banky. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
How are you, Victor?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Last night, our predictions didn't quite go the way we wanted. Yes, I wanted DR Congo to qualify for the FIFA World Cup just to add more numbers from Africa, and they did not disappoint. While they were waiting for the big games, we were waiting. We were playing against a Jordan team that's qualified for the FIFA World Cup, and of course, we could not beat them. Eventually, they went on to do their business as they should, and they are worthy member of the FIFA World Cup, a 48-team FIFA World Cup. But Italy missed out last night. Denmark missed out last night also. We knew Kosovo lose to Turkey. Sweden and Poland, it was as close as we thought it would be, but was decided by Victor Gyökeres. Italy, football powerhouse, four-time World Cup winner, only bettered by Brazil, five-time World Cup winner. Since 2006, it's been a downward spiral for Italy. They won that title, and maybe Zinedine Zidane cost them in that final. Maybe that was what happened after he had ported Materazzi in the game, because the next World Cup they crashed out from the group stage. The following one in 2014, they crashed out of the group stage as if the ground is not low enough, as if the ground is not ground enough. They dug deeper and they've continued to dig since then. They are going to miss out on the third FIFA World Cup when it starts in June.
First of all, I must say I'm a bit disappointed with how it went for Italy yesterday. I was actually rooting for them to qualify from that game yesterday to go to the World Cup, because I mean it's been a while we saw Italy at the World Cup, and like I said yesterday, Italy, they are a footballing heritage, and we should be seeing teams like Italy at the World Cup. But it turned out the way it turned out. They couldn't get the result. Barcelona got that red card in the first half and really told on them. Moiskin missed chances yesterday, and if not for Donnarumma, they would have lost that game within the 90 minutes. It wouldn't have even gone to extra time. But Italy will always be Italy right now. I think as Super Eagles fans, we have a role model to look up to. I mean they've missed out on 3 in a row. We've only missed out on 2, so at least we have something to look up to.
I don't think there's any point discussing Super Eagles' performance against Jordan. It wasn't good enough.
I think the winners from that game is Jordan, because Jordan getting a draw against a team like Nigeria, they will see it as a win for themselves. And already they are going to the World Cup.
Look at this framing. Jordan getting a draw against a team that would not be at the FIFA World Cup. Which one is a plus?
It's for me, if you ask me, it's a plus for Jordan, because Nigeria is regarded as a footballing powerhouse, at least from Africa at the very least. No. So Jordan getting a draw against us, and then coming back from 2-1 to get that draw against us, I think it's good for them. It's good for their morale, if you ask me, because they going to the World Cup. It's a good preparation game for them. For us, it's just a friendly. For them, it's World Cup preparation. So I think for them, it's a win for them. For us, nothing really. I don't think there's anything we're picking up from that game.
All right, the FIFA rankings dropped today. Yes, at the nick of time for April. France overtook Spain after Spain failed to beat Egypt. If Spain had won the game against Egypt, they would have retained their number one spot. But France overtook Spain. They are the number one team in the world right now, followed by Spain, Argentina also third position, England fourth, Portugal fifth, Brazil sixth, seventh, Netherlands, Morocco 8th, Belgium 9th, Germany 10th, Italy 12th, yes, Croatia on top of them, 11th, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria 26th. So it doesn't matter. If you don't go to the FIFA World
I by the next time the next FIFA ranking is coming, I expect to see a lot of changes. I expect Nigeria to drop
it will be in
a whole
June
lot.
before the World
World
Cup.
Cup. Yeah, but still, let's say maybe after this ball, but probably next
Maybe after
the World Cup,
Yeah.
I expect a lot of changes. As for France being number one on the list, I'm not surprised. They've been better than Spain for a while now. So
They've been better than Spain.
they've better than Spain, because if you look at the way
But when they meet the last two meetings against Spain, they lost to Spain.
but you will not judge this by the game that they play against each other alone. You look like the overall.
But when they
games
play against each other in a knockout game and Spain beats them, we know. Ask Phil Henry. It
at the end
was
of the
sad
day,
that they lost the gold at the Olympics to Spain.
Yeah.
And it was Fermin Lopez that destroyed
yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the present day right now.
Yeah.
If you ask any person that knows football, they will tell you that France are one of the top favorites to win the World Cup.
They are the favorite.
Favorites.
They are always. They got to 2 finals. But you and I, Spain versus France.
Right now.
Yes.
France.
That's what you would think.
Right now,
That is what
right
you
now,
would think.
France.
That is what
Right now, my money is on France.
Your
right
money
now.
will be on France.
Right
That's
now, my money is
until
on
they meet
France.
and France cannot perform.
I hope they don't mean that the World Cup.
09160059545 because you'll be watching Barcelona play against Madrid. Oh.
Okay.
09160059545 09160044945. We were talking about Foden and what's the other guy from Chelsea? The top player at Chelsea. What's his name now?
Liam
No, Kopama.
Kopama, yeah.
Yes. Thomas Tuchel said both of them didn't perform yesterday. The two of them, one would drop for the FIFA World Cup.
Yes, definitely.
It looks like that
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Those the two friendlies played by England against Japan. They lost
One
to
goal to
Japan
nil, yes.
at Wembley for the first time, and the draw against Hungary against Uruguay, which was a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
They also lost to Senegal before these transfer.
Yes.
These
And that was the
friendlies.
first time they're losing to an African country.
Yes, they lost to Senegal. Does it mean anything? Because they've not been able to. Thomas Tuchel has not been able to beat a team in the top 20. Does it mean anything? Does it send any kind of signal going to the people?
Yeah, it does. First thing,
The friendly matches.
yes.
Those friendly matches was
For players.
to add if let
Yes.
convince me.
Man, yes.
You know, it was for a bit of conviction from.
Yesterday, he tried playing a false 9 with Phil Foden at the top, and he failed. It was an abysmal failure. So, even
Foden at the top and Kopama in 10, both of them
abysmal failure.
Yeah.
If you ask me, with the way the England players have been playing in their clubs right now, if you ask me, I might even say a Kopama might not even make it to the World Cup. If you ask me, he might not make it to the World Cup.
09160059545. Chelsea fans will let me know use that language. 09160059545 09160044945 on WhatsApp 09128945945. If you know your football, if you watch football properly, watch Man City, watch Chelsea, or would you pick Kopama or Phil Foden to the FIFA World Cup? Good evening to you. Yes, your name and location. Hello? Alright, go ahead. Is that the one you want to answer? You said? I was asking Victor, but you can. Yeah, I did not ask you. I was asking Victor, but you can answer it too.
Hey, now we're
I'm not saying they will not pick France now.
You are saying
You
until
don't
when they
think
meet.
that? Until they meet now. It's Spain. Yeah. How many times has
Kylian Mbappe has always been playing against
How
them.
many times has Lamine beaten Mbappe? How many times? Is the current situation, is the continuous tense. The injury that he has had. If it's about form, he's not on form, he's been injured though. It's okay. He scored for France in the friendly match. Yeah.
Wasn't it cancelled?
Yeah, he scored. I think that game ended 3-1. 0916005945, 0916004945. Those are the numbers to call if you want to be part of the conversation. So, would you go to the World Cup with Phil Foden or Cole Palmer if you know your football? It's a technical question. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Chooks.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, Chooks.
Victor,
Hi, good evening, good evening.
you asked two questions. One, France, Spain. I'm not picking any at the moment till the tournament starts.
Okay.
And I wanna actually place them on performances over these friendlies.
Okay.
After all, two different French teams played this international window.
And England,
Yes.
okay,
One of
that's
those
true.
was,
Mm.
yeah, two different years.
Yes.
So I'm not going to do the assessment at the moment. Let the game starts. For Cole Palmer and Phil Foden, I'm not picking any.
Yeah,
No, you-
exactly. That's my point. That's my point exactly.
Not the question, no.
Yes.
That is not the
But
question.
that's
The
what I said.
question
I might
asked-
not pick any of them.
The question I am asking, you know, but one of them will go to the World Cup,
None of the above.
and
Let me
that's
tell
it.
you.
You have failed this question now. I'm the one that will mark it.
Sometimes I will solve my problem and the options you put there, none of them is correct.
None of them is correct. And how many times did you fail jump, or you marked your own script by yourself? Thank you.
I wrote them once, I didn't fail it. Thank you.
You marked it yourself. That's why.
None of them should go. In fact, I'll pick Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers is going. You don't get the point, yeah? No, listen. Did you listen to Thomas Tuchel? Wait now, Chooks. You shall like to show yourself. Did you listen to Thomas Tuchel in the morning when I played this clip?
Disappointed for both of
Yes,
them.
but one we go. Who will you play? Morgan Rogers is a starter.
The coach have made his remarks. If you have listened to him clearly,
Yes.
Banky would have known he sounded so disappointed.
Very disappointed,
Yes.
but he will still take one of them. That's what I'm saying.
He's taking
Wait, we will find out now. It's impossible for him not to take one of them.
If he's to pick one of them, I think Kopama has the better chance of going.
Okay.
Even if okay.
You choose Kopama.
Yes. So even though on the club level, Kopama himself has not been very, very extraordinary.
Because he's injured.
But when it comes to performances for the national team, that will be the only criteria.
Phil Foden has not scored in 22 matches for England. Good evening to you.
Hi, good
Okay,
evening.
You have 30 seconds, please. Go ahead.
Okay, for the two players, Kopama and Foden, I think it depends on what formation the coach.
Both of them can play 10, but Foden is more dynamic. He can play 8, 10, and
That's the thing. Foden will give you more options by utility.
but Foden is currently dead in the footballing world. He doesn't even play.
Yeah, but even Obama has also given a testament or have attested against
He performs more for the national team than Phil Foden has ever done.
For Kopama, he's been in and out of injury, but Phil Foden has been fit, but not doing anything with his fitness.
That's why I say it depends on what the information that the coach wants to use going through the ball. Obama will give you more option utility.
We'll pick up this conversation tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Victor.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. and also 7:30 p.m. on 94.5 Urban Radio. Happy New Year to you guys once again. It's April. I hope that you are not fooled today. I saw one story, almost drove me crazy. That Eric Shelley has joined Ghana. I almost fell for it, but it's fine. I am Banky. Good evening to you.